What's going on, guys? Havoc back with another video, and today I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some more Clash Royale gameplay. So in today's video, I have for you guys a Elite Barbarian deck. Now obviously we have to buy the Elite Barbarians first, and don't worry, I did not just buy this right now. This is just earlier, and I actually tested out the Elite Barbarians and made my own deck. So before we get into that, let's just see the gameplay from when I upgraded it. Let's go ahead and speed this up to save you guys 10 minutes of your life. And we got this all the way to level 8 because the pack only gives you enough to upgrade to level 8. And I had to buy some gold for that to last a level, but yeah, we got it to level 8. I think level 8 is okay, and to get it to level 9 it's going to be pretty easy, so I'm not complaining. So anyways, after playing with the Elite Barbarians for a while, I made a few decks, and a lot of them were failing because the Elite Barbarians are just too damn expensive to fit into a deck. It's so expensive, you just don't know when to drop it in the arena, and you're just sitting there like, well, when do I drop this thing? It's like 6 Elixir. But I think I have found a deck that actually suits the Elite Barbarians, and let's go ahead and check out some replays here. So we have 3 straight wins here, that's pretty good right off the bat, and we also have a loss here. This is when I was testing it with the Lumberjack. So I ended up trading the Lumberjack for the Barbarians, and that made it 10 times better. So let's go ahead and check out our first replay over here. This is going to be against Boss, and he's going to be dropping his Hog Rider first and also his Goblin Barrel. So I'm going to zap his Goblin Barrel and also place a Tombstone for the Hog Rider. Now the Hog Rider and the Tombstone can be a great counter if you have nothing else to deploy, and it also distracts the Hog Rider. So yeah, so this deck right here is pretty much a Hog cycle deck, and if you guys can see here, I just dropped my Elite Barbarians to defend against that Prince there, which it did a fairly nice job. So, as I was saying, it's a Hog cycle deck. You can cycle to your Hog Rider fairly quickly, and I have no problem dropping my Hog Rider every few seconds. It's pretty easy. So going back to the replay here, I just dropped my Tombstone in the middle here, and he's gonna go ahead and drop his Wizard and also his Goblin Barrel. So I'm gonna zap, I think, not zap, but just log so I can take down some damage from that Wizard. So sometimes you have to think, should I zap or should I log? So in this case, I logged, and it was pretty good because once the Wizard came close to my tower, he had a little bit of health, and I was able to take him out. So I'm going to drop my Hog Rider along with some Barbarians, and I kind of failed to zap these skeletons because I thought I did, but I didn't. So I did it kind of late, but it didn't matter. The skeletons were distracted with something else, and I got that tower down to 700. So the giant skeleton is going to come close to my tower, but is not going to hit it, which is pretty good. The tower was able to take him out before he got there. So I'm going to drop my Tombstone to distract the Knight. And for the Goblin Barrel, I did not have my zap, so I just waited until my Princess was queued, and the Mega Minion also walked toward them, or just flew toward them, which was pretty good. So I'm going to randomly drop my Elite Barbarians here to see if I can get somewhat of a tower damage from the Princess. And it actually worked. The Elite Barbarians actually guarded my Princess from the Musketeer that was coming from the back. Now in this situation, I'm going to drop my Tombstone and also some Barbarians. And again, for the Goblin Barrel, I'm just going to drop my log. Now when you drop your log to defend against a Goblin Barrel, make sure you drop it early. And by early, I don't mean 10 seconds early, but sometimes you can kind of tell where it's going to land. So try and predict where it is going to land, but if you are not aware, don't drop anything. Just don't drop anything, because sometimes people drop their Goblin Barrels like in back of the tower, like right where the lava is, and that can also be confusing. So make sure you know where he's going to drop it, and then you can drop your log or zap. So never ignore a Goblin Barrel. I think that's pointing out the obvious, and I'm pretty sure all of you know, but I'm just reminding you just in case you don't know. So the tower goes down, and we win this first match over here, which is pretty good. And let's go ahead and move on to the second replay. So in this battle, we're going against Fight Me, and I'm going to go ahead and zap his Fire Spirits, but I don't think it was a great idea because he does drop a Goblin Barrel, and I don't have anything to destroy them or, counter them, and I just dropped my Barbarians. But I don't know. I do know for a fact that the Fire Spirits do like 150 damage to your tower, so I didn't want to have that huge chunk just taken off my tower, so I kind of panicked and I dropped my zap on them. But next time it's probably not the best idea to drop a zap on fire spirits unless there's like more than 4 in there. So yeah, but so far so good. We have a princess in the back and also our tombstone. Now the only problem is I'm trying to get that Inferno Tower out of the way, and I finally do, but he drops another one, so it's kind of a bummer. And yeah, so let's go ahead and just drop a tombstone here, and he drops a Hog Rider. So for this one, I'm just going to drop my Elite Barbarians to defend against these 2 troops. The Ice Golem and the Hog Rider won't do good from my tower perspective, because the Ice Golem will shield for the Hog Rider, and the Hog Rider will go to my tower and get some hits. So I don't know, the main thing I use the Elite Barbarians for is, well, this is what I'm seeing, is I a lot of the time just use them for defense, like to defend my towers. I'm not sure if that is the best way to use the Elite Barbarians, but like I said earlier, these things are expensive, and to drop these in a push, you have to know that the other guy has no elixir, or you have to have a card for elixir or under to go along with them. So it's kind of difficult to push with the Elite Barbarians because you know that it's expensive and you have to limit what you drop. So I don't know, the best thing I have used the Elite Barbarians for is probably going to be defense, and they do a very nice job defending against these tanks as well, like the Golem and the Giant. It does a pretty decent job. Alright, so once again, I have my Hog Rider going in, and he gets around 1 hit, but I do have 2 Mega Minions in that tower. I drop a log just in case he drops anything to distract him, and that does take out the tower along with my princess in the back. So that's it for that replay against Fight Me, and let's go to move on to the final and 3rd replay. So we are going against Viper Red, and right off the bat he drops a princess, and I wanted to go ahead and counter that as fast as I could because I don't want to take 300 or 400 damage on my tower just because a princess was dropped, so I acted fast. So for this one, I'm just going to drop my princess in the back to defend against that Ice Wizard. Sooner or later he will end up finishing with those skeletons, so we do need some kind of defense here. So the Ice Spirit is down. I'm going to drop my Elite Barbarians. Once again, they are fairly fast, but they do make it to the tower and also with my Hog Rider. So we have a Hog Rider and Elite Barbarian on that tower, and we get the tower down to 800. That is pretty impressive for just a Hog Rider and a, what was it? Elite Barbarian. I was about to say Mega Minion, but Elite Barbarian. Alright, so Tombstone down, and he drops a horde of Barbarians and also the Hog right there. So I'm in big trouble, or am I? So I kind of dropped that log by mistake. I don't know what I was doing, so I threw a oops, but that was kind of retarded and a waste of elixir, but I think that was just a mistake. So with the Mega Minion, I get the tower down to 260, and all we need to really do is just throw a log and a zap to end this game. So after that, just defend, defend, and defend. So I'm going to drop a Tombstone here, probably one of the best things to start with. Obviously, that's why we have it here, to distract troops. And the tower goes down with just a Hog Rider hit, and I think the Princess hit it one time, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this game. We can call it a game, but obviously we have to see how we defend it with the Elite Barbarian. So I don't think I dropped it. Did I drop it? Yes, I did. I dropped it to defend against those troops in the back. And now, I don't know. We only have 30 seconds left, and can he make a comeback? Not sure. My tower still has over 2,000 HP, so it's going to be difficult if he does make a 25-second comeback here, but yeah, so he tries to go from the other side because maybe he has a shot at it, or maybe not. So I'm going to drop my log, and I think I dropped my Elite Barbarians in there. Nope, just a Mega Minion and my Barbarian. So we're down to 8 seconds left, and there's not much he can do. I just dropped a Mega Minion and some Barbarians, and I don't know why, but yeah, just for fun. So match is over, and that is it for the 3rd replay here, guys. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, the deck is the Zap, Tombstone, Elite Barbarians, Princess, Log, Hog, Mega Minion, and the regular Barbarians. If you guys did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and also subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. So, peace!
I'm good. I'm reminded I'm good. From time to time, I'm fine. I be spending time with the great